What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be going through how I sign clients for my business, GenFlow. As you may know, I've managed to build my business and scale it up to $20 million. And in that time, obviously, we've signed a bunch of clients, had a lot of success. So I'm going to go through how I managed to do that. As one of the hardest things in business is to actually get clients, to get people to pay you money. Let's go to that right now. Today, we have around about 150 clients around the world. Obviously, some are large, some are small. That's what happens when you have a business. You end up having a whole range of different clients. So for me, let's take it back. So back in 2016, October is when I launched what it was then Athlete. Obviously now it's called GenFlow. I had this whole idea of working with influencers, and it was so new at that time that I had to really work hard at getting clients, because say today you're running a social media agency and you want to get clients, it's literally like my mom could get clients, because you just have to email people saying, hey, I'll run your social media for you, I'll charge you this much monthly, I'll post for you, I'll do this for you. And if you hit up like any businesses that don't have a social media profile, they will most likely say yes. But back in 2016, when influencers were new, it was very tough, because I was almost saying to them, hey influencer, do you want to go and create your own brand and sell stuff? And at that time, it was hard, because the whole concept was so new that even if someone had 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 followers, they just hadn't thought about it then. Not only that, at that time in the market, people were literally doing promotions on Instagram for nothing. So if you would send an influencer like some shoes, they would just promote it. Obviously, that's not going to happen today. So yeah, it was a very difficult time. So I had to, so what did I do basically? Because it was tough. So number one, what I did was, my strategy was to draft like loads of different types of emails. I'll actually put some of them up now so you can see. I did loads of different approaches. So one would be like a long approach, and in that email copy, I'm fully explaining like, hey, what my business does and how I can help you. And another approach that I did was, I would do very casual, like, hey, what's up? Are you free for a chat? I've got something exciting for you, to try and just pull them in for a conversation. I would also try like, hey, I have a unique offer for you. It's gonna be this much money maybe. Are you interested? So I try a bunch of different email copies. And what I did was, I literally sat on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and I created like a master database. I'll show you some of it now. And as you can see on this spreadsheet, it's literally like a list of so many different influencers in different spaces. And at the time, I was mainly focused on fitness. So yeah, then I literally sat there one by one, just emailing them. I would keep a track of what date I emailed them, have they responded. I'd also keep track of like, what's the strategy behind the email? Like, what's my pitch? I wouldn't pitch the same thing to everybody. So what I would do is, I would first go to the Instagram, I would check them out, like what they're about, let me see what the angle is here. So I'd do a little bit of research, then on my little doc, I would put like, okay, I think this person can sell X product. So I think this person can sell merch, or they should sell an ebook. Do they already have a website? Maybe I can improve that website. Whatever I think this person can do, I would evaluate that in 10 minutes. And then craft my pitch according to that. And like that, my pitch wasn't so like monotone, same pitch to every single person, because that's not gonna work. And I knew that. Even then, I knew that that's not gonna work, and I have to do something extra to be able to get people's attention. And so that's what I did. So I would craft the pitch, send it out, I'd make a note of what angle I went with. Then on my thing, I will know exactly, okay, they haven't responded. And once they haven't responded, then I would go and chase them out a certain amount of days. And then in the second email, I would go for a different approach, trying to get their attention. So yeah, it was a task. It was really like something that I had to work hard on, but it was almost like a game, because I had to figure out like, what's it gonna take to get people's attention. That's why I was trying different templates. But at the same time, I wouldn't stop there. I wanted to get their attention. So I would jump on Instagram, I would like 4 of their pictures. I would leave like comments on like some of them. I would send them, there were no DMs then, but later I would then also send DMs to get their attention. I just wanted it to be that they 100% have got my message. Whether they respond or not is secondary, but at least they've got my message. So yeah, that's what I did. I think I get that question quite a bit actually, like how to give a first sign new clients. And I must have emailed like 1,000 and 10 said yes. More importantly, like one said yes first. His name was James Whip. He was our first ever client. And then he was based here in the UK. Our second ever client her name was MS Nicole Fit, I think her username was. Her name was Destiny. She was based in Texas. And she actually ended up being the first ever influencer brand that we launched back then. She was our second client that we signed, but the first one that we ever launched. We did a fitness ebook, and I remember on the first day she sold 100 at like $35, and it was absolutely amazing because it was like, shit, this thing actually works. So yeah, that's how I initially signed clients. It was a hard effort. Then from there, obviously it becomes like, okay, what do we do? So I kept doing the same exercise. But once we had signed like 20 clients and got them success, I started a referral scheme. So I started saying to my then 20 clients that, hey, I saw on Instagram you follow this person and they follow you. I'll give you $500, I'll give you $1,000 if you can introduce me to that person. And if they sign with us, I'll give you this fee. And that really helped in those early days because that recommendation was everything. Because if you were influencing, you were working with X company, and then they were saying to the other influencer, hey, I've just started with this company, I've made this much money, I trust them, they're amazing. Boom. It was so easy to slide in, they introduce me, I'll jump on WhatsApp, start speaking, get on a phone call, and before we know it, we'll sign that client. Number 3, what I did was I went to all the fitness expos in the early days. There's Body Power in the UK, there's FIBO in Germany, there's the Olympia in Las Vegas. I think I went to all those 3. There were a bunch of other small ones in the UK. So I literally would go to them and I would plan which influencers are at their event, and I would go to them and literally just pitch them right in front of them that, hey, what's up? Like, it's me. This is what I do. Have you ever thought about this? Why not? Let's exchange details, and I literally just put it on them. And we signed some clients. We signed Hannah Oberg, who's an amazing client for us today. I think it's 1.45 million. I'm not too sure exactly. Followers. We've managed to do 7 figures, build her brand up to 7 figures. It's absolutely amazing. And that's exactly how it happened. I literally walked up to her in 2017, I think, 2 years ago, I think from now. Pitched her in person. We swapped details. I was speaking to her. She introduced me to then her manager. We started talking, and I think it took like 6 months. But then 6 months later, she was a client, and since then the rest is worked out ever since. So I'm sure you get the picture that it's not easy. There's no real one way. That worked for my business. For your business, it's going to be your version of that. So there is no exact way. That's the truth. There is no exact way. You have to do your own thing for your business, but you've got to be clever enough and smart enough to realize what that is. So I realized that if I need to get to them to talk to them. If I get to talk to them, I can explain to them why having their own business is ultimately going to be the thing that they should have. And it ended up being that I was right, because the people that had 50 or 100,000 followers now have 1 million, and they have had their business this whole time, and they've had this big chunk of revenue just growing and growing and growing and growing. So yeah, you need to know how to sell ultimately. That's how you get clients. I guess if I was going to get into what's the thing that makes you get clients, you need to know how to sell your business. And the way and how to know how to sell your business is that you need to know everything about it, and you need to know why the other person needs it. If you can say that with passion and drive and clarity, you will be able to sign a client. So yeah, that's how we sign clients. And we scaled fast. Not only here, we signed clients from Australia, Hungary, South Africa, all over the world, Dubai. There was no limit to signing clients because the effort and the attention was the same. Other little small tip I would say is that if you ever were to speak to a client, you should always follow up with what you spoke about immediately after. Boom, this is what we just spoke about. I'm just sending you my points so you remember. And then from there, you gotta be on top of them. It's all about momentum. Signing clients is about momentum more than anything else. If you let it be, it's over. So yeah, fast forward to today, 2019. How do we sign clients today? So now it's all changed. So we do no outreach as a business. We've been blessed enough to grow the business to where we are today that we don't need to. So things have changed a lot. The strategy has changed a lot. So now if you go to our website, you can fill out a contact form. To be fair, we don't even look at it that much because it's constant. I think I dived in the other day and there's like 300 new influencers who've like contacted us through that. It's just really tough. So what do we do today to sign clients? Now our whole approach of the business is to actually just look for like certain business opportunities that make sense for us, because at the scale that we are today, we're not chasing clients that are gonna misalign or misfocus the overall business. Now it's so important for us to get clients in that are actually going to make us go forward as a business and that make sense for our current business structure, our workload, what we believe in, what type of clients we like to work for. So that's the overall strategy of like how we're trying to sign clients. And the methods today are, I guess the number one method is, so now we're friends with a lot of the large talent agencies in the world, and that's probably the number one way of us like signing clients, because through the network of agencies and people that we know, things come through. So we get introduced to like an ex-client who's looking for a certain type of thing. Maybe I just got introduced last week to someone who's trying to make like a vodka drink out in LA. Super exciting. We've not done any alcoholic drinks. From the fact that someone's done Ciroc, someone's done this, like these huge brands have been made by partnership with celebrities, influencers. The opportunity is huge. So yep, sounds exciting. Let's find out more. So that's our number one way, I would say, today. Number two is it's actually not referrals like it used to be for a fee. Now it's just introductions from current clients. So our current clients are now like ambassadors of the business. They go and tell people, or it comes up in conversation because people are like, hey, I saw you got your own swimwear brand out. What's all that about? Who are you working with? And they'll be like, I know this company, Gemflow. They've done this and this for me. So now it's actually introductions. We get loads of nice, warm introductions from our current clients out the blue. And that's basically our second way of signing clients. And third, I would say, I guess in the background, very minimal. There's the odd occasional one of the team members follow somebody that they're hugely passionate about, and they send it through, and we may outreach to them. Maybe I'll message them myself. One of the team members will message them to be like, hey, let's work together. Because it just happened to me the other day. One of the girls that work in our content team, she sent me someone because she's like, I follow this girl. She's like this, I find her amazing. Do you think we can try and approach to work with her? So, I messaged her, I'm talking to her, let's see what happens. So I guess, now in 2019, that's the way we get clients. Hope you like this video, and I guess I'm trying to show other people who are starting the business that, look, there is no right way. You gotta just keep on trying different things. You just don't know what's gonna work. There is no set way. So don't try to emulate what I did. It's not gonna work for you. You just gotta figure out the thing that's gonna work for you. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine, Iman, so what he did for his agency when he was trying to sign clients, he would go onto someone's social media and then audit it and be like what you're doing wrong and what he would do to improve it. Then he would email the client this free report, design it very nicely, that, hey, I've analyzed your social media and this is where you're going wrong. I charge this much and I can fix it for you. And to prove that I can do this right, I would love to come and create you one piece of content for free. And everyone will say, yeah, because these random companies reached out, they're going to come and make me a social media content. Most people will say yes, and they did, and that's how he managed to sign the clients in his early days when he was setting up his thing. So see, you just got to figure out your almost hack, let's call it hack, that you need to do to be able to sign your clients. And if you know your business inside out, and if you know the psychology of the person you're trying to sign, then you can almost reverse engineer it because you're trying to see what that person wants. So for me, for influencers, I knew they want to be cool. They want to have something that they can promote and be happy about and show off, and ultimately something that makes them money. When I approached them saying that, hey, do you want to do your own thing? It's going to be sick. It's going to make you money. You're going to be able to tell people that, hey, I'm just coming out with my own clothing and how sick it is. I knew that if I put that feeling into their mind, that thought into their mind, they're going to want this. And that ultimately is what led to me signing the clients. We've got to be smart enough to kind of reverse engineer what is it that your client wants and sell that to them. And if you sell that to them, they'll come to you. And I guess separately, of course, you need to be professional, you gotta have the right processes, contracts, and all the other stuff. But I won't get into that in this video, but you gotta have all of that set up too. You can't do all the talking and then you don't know how to physically operate as a business professionally and do things in the right way. I hope you like this video. I'm gonna end it right there. Lots of content coming. So if you like this one, hit subscribe. Check out some of the other videos. Maybe leave a like, leave a comment, send me a DM, and keep building your business. And let's do this.